It's art fight season. It is art fight season. And maybe have next art fight. I'm thinking I go figure it out. I'm thinking 100. Early June, I was planning up a storm. I had so many ideas, I didn't end up having time to execute them. Yeah. The biggest idea was spending money to be able to code my profile and make it all baker themed. I had this whole idea to make it like a menu and all this other stuff. However, I decided to prioritize making sure the characters' pages themselves were chock full of easy to consume information and pictures that showed their personality. Using the credits tab to my advantage, I had the idea to add extra photos that display their Valentine's Day outfits, memes, and other random art pieces. I had all these drawings already made and done for another video I'm working on, so I thought that it was the perfect addition. I was even able to add a link to my Toy House page, something I wanted so desperately to do last year, but got way too overzealous just wanting to like code the pages, add all these like music things, and it just got too complicated. Instead, I opted to just add CG art and some concept art that I thought people would find interesting. In Artfight, you can have a total of 6 drawings on the main page, and usually for me, 2 of them are taken up by a art turnaround or the sprite itself, for the friendly facade characters at least. Finally, my favorite new feature, they added the connections. I tried writing them myself for all my OCs, but I was struggling. They were worded really badly and just like really wordy and all this other blah, 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 blah. So I asked my fiance to write them for me, since he is one of the co-creators of pretty much all of these OCs except for like a handful of them. He's used to writing the characters and he knows how they talk, and when I asked him, he was excited to do it. So thank you. I wanted the connections page to be like the characters are being asked like, oh, so what do you think of this character? So they respond it in character as themselves. The last planning I did was in my calendar. I mapped out how many drawings I needed to do daily to reach my goal of 100, which was a lot. And I had loads planned for the month of July. I had 2 trips, my birthday. I lived in my own apartment now with my fiance. So on top of that, I had to do cleaning and cooking full meals even after like work and all that stuff. And also I had a full-time job, unlike last year where I worked a part-time job. And for the month of July, I would put on my work calendar that I could only work 1 or 2 days a week so I could draw more. I could not do that for my full-time job. And finally, I also randomly decided I wanted to redo every single one of my video game sprites for Friendly Facade. So yeah, will she get 100 done? Let's find out. I started out strong, very strong. I got 7. Yes, 7 done on day 1. I finally got to dust off my 3D Nomad Sculpt app and did also a good mix of full body, half body, 2D drawings. I actually did nothing but draw for day 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now you're like, wait, don't you have a full-time job? What do you mean? The reason I was able to do that is because of my work schedule. So basically, I work 12-hour shifts for 3 or 4 days straight, and then it alternates depending on the week. I get 3 or 4 days off completely. So I used that time very wisely. With the drawings, I always like to get a little bit experimental. I tried my hand at doing some clay crafts. They broke pretty much over and over the entirety of which I was doing it. And I kept having to hot glue it, and the hot glue would break off again, and then it would be, it was a mess. But I was still pretty happy with how they came out. I thought they came out kind of cute. I even animated a drawing. I really wish I had time to have made an animation meme of some sort to include like a bunch of characters. I'm putting that on my bucket list for next year for sure though. During mid-July, I had an amazing trip planned with my fiance and one of my best friends to California. It was to see a band I really liked. That was originally the plan. I bought the tickets and everything. We didn't end up going to it because I didn't feel like it, but we did get to explore so much, and we also got to go to Universal, and it was very, very fun. We got the express pass. It was crazy. We rode every single ride, had some yummy food. It was fun. It was so fun. And I knew I wasn't going to have time nor want to really do anything Artfight related during the trip. It was a 4-day trip, I think? I don't remember. I saved some people's characters who already attacked me so I can revenge them, at least when I was on the plane, which I was able to do. I managed to get 4 done. So yeah, sweet. Once I get back, I'm what, 44 out of 100? Okay, I still have 14 days left. That's plenty of time to... Ooh, yeah, sorry chat. Looks like I didn't quite make it this year. Similar to last year, I wanted to get back on working on Friendly Facade. I started prioritizing other things. I was already not super on track to begin with because I always make sure to hang out with like my family. I go grocery shopping with my mom or just like stopping by, hanging out with my friends, playing video games with Robbie after he's done with work. And I was going to at least get revenge on people who attacked me because that was kind of like the mentality I had last time after I finished my goal of 50. I was like, well, I'm just gonna, now that I finished my goal, I'm just gonna attack the people who attacked me as like a revenge. And I promise you, I will come back to the people that I wasn't able to get next year. But even though I didn't hit my goal, I didn't really find myself being disappointed, like in the slightest, actually. I pretty much accepted, even at the beginning of the month, if I wasn't gonna get 100, I wasn't gonna get 100. I kind of was just being a little like, I was being a little overzealous, like I said. And I don't think all this stuff I added to my page was for nothing. I had one of my friends say that my Artfight page is essentially a Friendly Facade wiki page, and I can definitely see myself going back to it, especially because I have all my pictures of each character in the CG on the Toy House page, so I can see it being very useful in the future. Now, my goal for next year. You know what? I don't care how many drawings I do. Maybe I'll do one and it'll be a full-blown animation of a bunch of people's OCs. Who freaking knows? Maybe I'll learn to sew and make someone's OC outfit. I don't know. Maybe I'll create a character theme for someone. I don't freaking know. I'm looking forward to next year's Artfight though, for sure. And please, 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 if you have the time, please check out my OCs in Artfight. I'll have it linked below. I have all my Friendly Facade characters, a bunch of characters that are in very, very early development for another game that we're planning. I have JoJo OCs, a Blue Lock OC, I have all my Sonas, and I have an OC I helped my cousin make, and my D&D character. If you did Artfight this year, I hope you had a very happy Artfight. And yeah, let me know how your Artfight went if you didn't. If you didn't do Artfight, then maybe do it next year. It's really fun.